Soccer Saturday's iconic lineup reunites for a meal. They brought warmth and entertainment to the weekend's football action before several of them were brutally sacked by Sky Sports, but Soccer Saturday's iconic former lineup have now reunited for a meal. Taking to social media last night, Chris Kamara shared a touching picture certain to tug on the heartstrings, with most of the classic punditry team sat around a table in what appears to be their first major reunion. Jeff Stelling, Kamara, Charlie Nicholas, Alan McInally, Phil Thompson, Tony Cottee and Matt Letizia all joined in for the group photo, although there was no sign of Paul Merson, who continues to guest on the show. The previous crew, after a series of ruthless dismissals, were split up last summer with Sky Sports keen to overhaul their punditry team. In the number of quick-fire decisions, Nicholas, Thompson, Letizia and Scott Minto were all let go by the organization in August 2020. A year on, Cottee, notorious for his goalless draws, followed them out through the exit door. Former Tottenham defender Michael Dawson was announced as the latest member of Soccer Saturday's shake-up last August, while the likes of Karen Carney, Clinton Morrison and Tim Sherwood have regularly featured on the flagship program. Charlie Nicholas, August 2020 Phil Thompson, August 2020 Matt Letizia, August 2020 Scott Minto, August 2020 Tony Cottee, August 2021. And in yet another blow to the popular Saturday staple, presenter Stelling has announced he too is stepping away from the show at the end of the season after over 25 memorable years in the hot seat. But for one night at least, any lingering frustration was set aside, with 7 of the legendary team getting together for a catch-up and a meal. Kamara, who has also continued working for Sky Sports as a reporter, shared the post on Twitter yesterday evening and captioned it, "The boys are back in town." The presenters were kitted out in sharp suits and jumpers, making the picture a welcome throwback to the hours spent every weekend enjoying their humor and wit across the iconic desk. Iconic broadcaster Stelling announced his departure live on air in October and received a standing ovation from the rest of the panel. He will not be retiring. He said, "I have come to the incredibly difficult decision that this will be my last season. This is my decision, there has been no pressure. Sky have been absolutely brilliant with me, as they always have been. I am not intending to retire, but it is time to let somebody else have a go at what is the best job in the world." Stelling also commented in a press release, "I have loved every moment of my 30 years with Sky, but like every Saturday afternoon the time eventually comes to blow the final whistle. I am proud to have been part of such a winning team for so long and look forward to the many more special moments on Soccer Saturday for rest of this season and perhaps even another promotion push from Hartlepool United." When Sky announced before the 2020-21 season that Nicholas, Thompson and Letizia were axed, Stelling shared his feeling of sadness on social media. "One of my saddest days ever at Sky Sports with the departure of 3 of my best mates," Stelling tweeted after the controversial decision was made. "They have been part of a team that for me was the best." Last year, Sportsmail revealed that Stelling considered stepping down from the show after his 3 close friends were let go, but instead chose to stay in his role last season. He again took the reins for the current 2021-22 campaign. Speaking exclusively to Sportsmail earlier this year, Thompson revealed his dismay with being axed and claimed there was emotion among the show's audience too. He said, "It became a way of life, so taking that away, I miss it. Yes, I miss it. We were a band of brothers. But you do know that change has to happen. It was 3 parts of a midfield. The others could have continued. I do think we bridged all the gaps because people grew up with us. We did it for 16 years. Even though people didn't remember us as players, they knew us as Soccer Saturday. So it was part of their life." The Axe trio are yet to return to punditry.